First of all, I would like to present the person that I'm going to interview, Vito Pignatelli. He's one of the partners of Enabling Project. Vito, thank you very much for accepting our invitation. I would like to know a little bit more about Enabling Project. So tell us, what is the main goal of the project?
The goal of the project is very shortly is to proceed to a dissemination of best practice in the field of bioeconomy throughout the different countries participating into the project, in order to established a good and stable linkage between biomass producers, mainly agriculture, and biomass users. There are a lot of mainly small, medium enterprises involved into the transformation of biomass in a very large, very wide large number of bioproducts.
Mm-hmm. And one of the activities of the project is to enhance the development and process of biomass material. How do you do that?
The first activity and the first stage of the project was an assessment of the biomass availability in the different countries, participating countries. And then when we have a clear idea about the amount of available biomass, we perform a research and analysis about the different chains, the different ways to transform biomass into different products, and an assessment of the situation of bioindustry in the different countries, concerning obviously not only bioenergy, because we generally think that the biomass is only for bioenergy, but is not true, because a lot of biomass is used also for other industrial purposes. For example, for the production of pharmaceuticals, nutraceuticals, textiles, materials for building, a lot of biomass, wood, but also fiber, for example, for lamps are used in building industry, plastics, and much more other products. And the third and most important stage was on our web page to organize and to activate, to make available different instruments, database, and platforms in order to facilitate the access to the data, to the data, to the database, and the exchange of information between among the different stakeholders of the project.
Mm-hmm. I have seen those platforms in your website, and I've seen that you choose to focus more on regional connections. Why did you choose to focus more on these connections?
Yes, the reason is that bioeconomy has a specific regional dimension, because it's closely linked to the availability of raw material in a particular area. So we have thought that it's particularly important to facilitate a direct contact between the regions of different countries, regions that have similar aspects, similar characteristics and problems. So, in such a way, they will be able to make the most of their experience and help to solve problems or both in supply chains or also in a good marketing of different bioproducts.
And Vito, the last question, because the coronavirus, we need to use virtual spaces for the connection between the different stakeholders. So have you noticed if there has been an increase in the use of these spaces that you have been using from the beginning of the project?
This is a good question, but in reality, contacts between the stakeholders of the project were already practically all in a virtual environment. So both for access to the web page and its tools. For such a reason, we have not noticed the particular difference between the situation before and after the epidemic. But I would say that our platform has been active for too little time to give a judgment definitive. So I will see that will happen in future. I hope for many years in future, in order to have data enough for a comparison between the different situations. But our platform, our project, the core business of our project is a virtual platform. So we were virtual from the starting of the project, and the most relevant change was the meeting. The last meeting, project meeting, was a virtual meeting and not a meeting as we have foreseen in Athens in May, but it was impossible, obviously.
Obviously, right now, but you have, in any case, you have the experience of using these virtual platforms. So again, thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to do the interview with Enabling Project. I think it has been very interesting, and I think it's really important that we can share our experience and know what other projects are doing in order to learn between us. So that's all. So thank you very much, Vito, and have a good summer.
Thank you very much. Bye. See you. Bye.
See you.